So,
and like Sony paid for that spiral thing I did on my ramp, that sideways spiral.
oh yeah, we have that too. I think you talk about this a lot though, because this thing kind of went viral. I want to try this zero
that
gravity.
is definitely the most successful video thing that we've done from Ride Channel or anything.
Wow. Well, it's fascinating, because you do see those motorcycles going in their little cylinder, riding against a wall with the G-forces or whatever it's called. But just to
I wasn't. You know what I should have done? I mean, after that day, I knew I should have not built it into the ramp. I should have just made it a consistent radius, and been able. And then once it did the full 360, had it sort of even out to flat, because this was going from basically an 8-foot radius to like a 3-foot radius. So the transition got super small.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I kept crashing into it.
Yeah, your body's being compressed into it.
Yeah, so it was like this weird elliptical transition going around. And that's why I just kept like hitting it. So I finally figured out that I gotta squat. Hey, you gotta save by the squat, Save by the squat. And plus the ramp was built in such a way that you had to dodge the top of the spiral going into it. Was that even an issue, or you just? It wasn't? No, not really. Okay. That wasn't that bad.
Because I think that would kind of, I'd have to dodge this thing and then find the line and then squat.
Yeah, it was more when I got halfway around and preparing for that right there. That was the hardest part by far.
So you're telling me that instead of building it into the ramp, you would build it.
I would just make a loop and turn it sideways if I did it again.
I got you. No 10 feet to 3 feet, no vortex.
Because I'm used to that after doing loops for so many years.
Right.
I would be used to that, not having to, you know what I mean? Like the loop is just one consistent pump, basically.
So when Sony comes to you, said Sony paid for that? So when Sony comes to you and says, I want to do that, you're like, oh, I have this idea, this loop on its side. Now, how a part of you are you in with the design, or do you have kind of engineers helping you out?
Well, Tony P is what he's like Rain Man. He's the ramp man.
Okay, he's a ramp man.
He's just super genius with anything ramp built. He's the one who was in charge of the Huck Jam ramp all the years that we did our tours on it. And now he's one of the best skate park builders.
Amazing.
And so if anything like that ever comes up, I just tap Tony P and I just was like, hey, this is what I want to do. And I could just see his mind already figuring it all out. And so he didn't let anyone help him build it.
He built the whole thing by himself.
He's like, I can't explain this to anyone. I just have to build it on my own. So he was in there for like 10 days, maybe a week, doing that all by himself.
Oh, and wow. So you just you just said, hey, I want this. I mean, obviously you'd go in and check on it and see how it's looking and see everything going on, right?
Yeah, I'd come in every once in a while and he would just have this look of bewilderment. Sometimes he'd just be staring at it.
You walk in and I don't know what
I'd walk in and he's just looking at it, trying to figure out the next move of what he's going to do. Because he had to blend that transition. And that was the hardest part, is it was just going from this radius to a small radius and blending it back into the vert ramp. So I tasked him with a very difficult job.
Wow. Well, he killed it.
But he did it.
Except for the vortex part, which you said you would change. You would just turn the loop on its side and just extend both sides.
Which we probably should have done, because I have a loop in the office. I should have just done that in the first place.
Oh, you have a loop in the office. Okay,
But also, you know what, though? I mean, honestly, like if it was sideways like that, you would just drop down if you blew it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was ready for that either. So I don't know. I feel like the grass is greener either way.
Well, you did it.
Yeah, you did it. Hey, he set it up. You did it. But when you really whipped around it, though, I could see why this kind of was like the most successful viral video, because you see skateboarding, but you don't see it sideways like that. You don't see it going around sideways.
Yeah, well, I think it's
interesting.
Something that the non-skater can relate to and understand too.
Right. I feel like just the same as why the Tony Hawk video game was so successful. Because any regular person could play. It wasn't a simulation, Now they have a lot of these simulation games, which are great, but they don't appeal to the mass market of people who just want to skateboard and have fun and play this game.
Right.
Which is genius.
Sure. Yeah, but I mean, really, we just set out to make a video game that I thought skaters would like. That was it.
That was it.
I really didn't think it would transcend beyond the skate crowd.
Well, it did.
I knew it was fun. I mean, I played video games my whole life, so I knew it was a fun game to play, even if you don't skate. But I just thought, skating was counterculture. It was niche. It was just not. It wasn't Madden.
I think it was perfect for the non-skater.
No.
Then they can be like, damn, I'm pretty good at this shit. I can probably skate.
We were just talking about, actually, I had this discussion just the other day with someone because the tricks you could do on the game, people were just, that was a big complaint in the skate world. Like, it's not even real. You can grind telephone wires. You can do, and now looking back, like, you could do crooked grind, nollie flip to late shove it.
People
and
are
now
doing
Shane
that.
O'Neal.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly.
And he grew up playing that game.
He did.
And look what you've
And now he's in
produced.
it too. He's in the game.
in it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All because of Tony.
I love you. That was
No,
amazing, dude.
No, but I try to tell people that. I'm like, these tricks are done in real life now.
Yeah.
And it is possible that these guys playing the game thought that they were really possible.
Yeah, it evolved. The
Totally.
mind, for sure.